Hello folks, Pastor Rocky Branch here. I just want to let you know on Saturday morning, early on Saturday morning, if you are not cold, you're just not alive. I tell you, the weather is changing so quick, you never know what's going on. 28 degrees this morning at our house. Man, that is cold. Say amen there, somebody. Well, anyway, my point being is that things change. You change, I change, we change. We change the way we look. You remember when you were about 16, maybe 19? Let's shoot for that 21, 25 range. Boy, everything was great, then. Skin was tight, hair was dark. You were ready to go. You could stand in a mirror and see your feet even up to your ankles. And as life changes, we change. We spread out. And we go down for some reason. We lose our height. I was in the doctor's office when I was in revival recently. And they asked me how tall I was. And I told them. And they said, well, as you get older, you'll shrink. Well, I've seen that happen. How that you break down a little bit. Our bodies are going to do that. They're going to hurt. I have arthritis in my hands and my feet and my back. I'm telling you, I'm the best looking wreck you ever saw. Say amen right there, somebody. Anyway, my point being is that this flesh, sarkanos, sarkai in the Greek, means no value. There's no value in the flesh. Now, I've been a member of gyms before, and I've gone regularly, religiously, and I still try to stay in shape. I still work out. I still try to do the best. But I know that it is a lost cause. I know that at some point this body is going to break down. But I should, as honoring God, take care of it as much as I can. That is my responsibility. You and I need to understand that we are the representation of God. And when a person says, I can't, they're exactly right, they can't. But through God, all things are possible. It just depends on what you want to do. Now, it's very much like spirituality. God has given us the ability to know just as much of Him as we want to know. We can know Him intimately. We can know His heart. We can know His vision. We can know His desire. We can know everything that we want to know about God if we are willing to discipline ourselves and do what's necessary to come to God. Now, supposing that let's say Mr. America. Let's say Mr. America came to my house and said, here's my book I'm going to give you. Now, you read this book every day, and I'll be back in a year, and we'll see how your results are. So he goes off to tour for a year, and I'm reading this book, and he comes back, and he says to me, you don't look any different. And I say, well, I don't feel any different. And he'll say, you mean to tell me that you read this book? I could say, well, yeah, I committed it to memory. I remembered a little bit about all of it. I sat down every night. I got me a Coca-Cola and I got me a bag of potato chips and I read this Mr. America book. And he says, you mean you didn't do the exercise? I'd say, oh, you didn't say anything about doing the exercise. You see, my friend, reading the Bible is a good thing, but that won't help you if you don't put it into action. The fact of reading it. I never will forget, I was working years ago at a furniture factory in North Carolina, and I had a sweet little lady there that when I got saved was so happy that I had come to the Lord, and I would read the Bible every day at lunchtime. And this lady walked by me one day. She was a grandma, and she said, Rocky, I have read the Bible through every year for the last, I don't know how many years it was a long time. And I said, wow, that is awesome. I bet you learned a lot. And this is what she said to me. I've never forgot it. She said, oh, I wasn't reading it to learn. I was reading to get through it. So let me ask you, when you read the Bible, are you reading to learn? Or are you reading it just to be reading it? See, my friend, if you and I do not invest, we will not see the results. If we do not live out what we read, no value to us. So I have to take care of my physical body as much as I can, but I have to take care of my spiritual man also. So let me encourage you today to understand, at some point, your life, my life, is going to cease to exist. But our spiritual being, our spiritual man, is going to live forever and ever. So please understand that when you read apply, when you read search out the answers, that you might know God more, because he certainly knows you, and there is no doubt about it. God bless you. We love you, and goodbye.